This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be active.
Kevin O'Connell. His guys put together a solid opening month, 3 wins against just 1 defeat. Across from him, the Saints head coach, Kellen Moore. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from the Superdome. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. Led out by their rookie quarterback out of Ole Miss.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. He certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better. And at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
Look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
42 yards.
That play good for 22. It's good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Davis Gaither on the stop.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost the yard there.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Formation.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. Biggest thing that he did, Mike, took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play, and it's 3rd down.
He just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Vikings first down. A gain of 7. First down, Minnesota.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Back to the ground after the penalty. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The extra point, up and good. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's Kellen Moore, the head coach of the Saints. His guys heading back onto the field. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3 or 4 years, it feels like things change a little bit. Right now, it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possession in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses have to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass. And there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these backs, all these teams playing down in multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat.
He's got his big target. That's Johnson. They get 16 on that connection. First down, New Orleans.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackling behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. A run. Here's pass. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now third down and
Throwing now on third and long. And that is incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's get for the next play call. You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field, you're hoping that next possession has a different result.
There's Kevin O'Connell, NFL Coach of the Year in 2024. His Vikings head back out there. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a first and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he skips away nicely from that first defender. It's a pickup of 5. From the 43, here's second down and 5.
Second and 5.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. Here comes third down.
Brings up third and inches.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now this time they'll look to throw. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Throwing now on first and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to the air again on and the rush. Yes. Down. They got him.
These are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be. Because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Jackson now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. There's Kellen Moore back to the Saints. His guys heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Now, faking the give. Man, down the field, it's Olave. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And the Saints.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
45-yard line.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
And 6.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll swing this out to Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage if there is a flag on the field. And that is in the area where usually someone was held. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He's going to air this one out. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
All right, Mike, so in a situation like this, I would love to see the quarterback think first down. I don't need a touchdown. I need a fresh set of downs. I need to keep the chains moving and give me more opportunities to hopefully end this drive with a touchdown.
Now give on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. To the ground, he'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
No gain on the
3rd down and 3.
3rd down and 4.
over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 10-0 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. They'll come up to 3rd and 3 as we are ready to get back underway. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. There's Kellen Moore, the head coach of the Saints. His guys heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. Not much there, maybe a yard.
His team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy. That's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They send a receiver in motion left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Ariza now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
Vikings first down. It's a gain of 32. And the Vikings
brings it back to him on 1st down. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll set up to throw. A short one taken by Hawkinson. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. They call that on the former 2nd rounder, Brian O'Neill. He'll drop to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
We'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They stuck them behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw to quickly adjust, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. They find themselves down 13-0 here. They try to get things started offensively. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll get about 5 at the 30-yard line. From the 31, here is 2nd and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
here's a keeper on the zone read. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
First on the tackle.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
This is brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Vikings offense. And their running back set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to number 13.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second
It's
and
now
6.
second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Thrown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
A run with the fullback hand. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A pickup there at the 13. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
Now a give up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing to it. Try again. It's second and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Caught left side by Hawkinson. It is third and 10.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan that time. And it's going to lead to a fourth down. Now Kevin O'Connell will send out the field goal unit. This a 57-yard attempt. That comes out low and is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
The Saints offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. A run with Harris. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
He's across
From just across the midfield stripe. Here's second down.
Brings up second and 8.
Olave is the motion man. Play clock nearly expires. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield. Jonathan Grenard
6 yards.
getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6. And it's third down. Out of the gun. He'll throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but You know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact,
take over first
make that
and
play
10
for your offense.
at their own 15-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Here's a run going left, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. Third down, ready to go.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here down the field will fall incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
I had a defender draped all over. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. So now the Saints will use the first of their 4 timeouts, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
On comes the punter now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. He'll take this in back at the 16. And it's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team gets possession of the football. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A pass taken in by Harris. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
He's knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. He's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Saints. First down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Taken in right side with tight end Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. This one on target to Olave. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Over the middle, that's the tight end Johnson. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Jalen Pope. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Saints.
A tight end in motion now. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
A 4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14.
He'll get up and spike it, and let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half.
39-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Saints are on the board just before halftime.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Kirsten Darrisaw, first-round pick in 2021. Guilty that time. Back to throw. And he'll just bite the ball and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. Well short of the first down marker. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. That's fielded at about the 18. And good coverage by Husky. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Saints offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Open is the tight end Rucker. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
29-yard line.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson.
2nd and 3.
Here comes Harris on the toss to the right. And he's going to get the first down at the 35-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. And the Saints, first down.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson.
At the 36-yard line.
Now off the bootleg. They'll look to throw here. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They get Eric McCoy, the center, on that one. Now they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 16. Brings up 2nd down.
Now, faking the give. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short.
The 3rd down pass. A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down. The Saints will punt this one away. The
he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I'm thinking like they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start. He'll drop to throw. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Saints offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. It started with 1st and 10. Here's Harris. Good physical run. Motoring forward for 9.
We're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. To the right side. He's got both. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
4 yards. That's another Saints 1st down.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. He's got room at the 30. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
And the Saints 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll try to run this one in. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Olave is the motion man. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
And that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver.
Chris Olave.
And it'll be fourth and goal coming up.
Brings up fourth and goal.
They'll motion the slot man right. They'll go. It's Harris. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
Hey, motion.
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Now that is on the 3-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. They'll run once more. And it's Pollard again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
On third down, here's Pollard. And not much there. Good defense. Hill to no gain.
Pretty obvious they're just trying to catch the defense off guard. Everyone's thinking third and long. That's a passing down. And we're going to sneak a run in. So give credit to this defense. They were well prepared for both run and pass, and they don't fall for it.
So it's fourth down. They'll call on the punt team, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line.
First and 10.
The Saints offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Pass is caught by Olave. Get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up second and 5.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On the zone read, here's Harris. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. You try to pick this up on third and 8.
Brings up third down and 8.
He'll swing this out to Harris. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field as the officials will sort this one out. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Following the penalty, he'll run it. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Akers. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing
tackled
more.
at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up third and 10.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one on target. Holtz got it. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raven hair and blue lips.
The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. That's good for the Saints.
They'll throw out of the gun. They're called in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up second and goal.
He'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down. So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Handoff to Pollard. Modest game. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
On his 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll power ahead with Ham, the fullback. And he's going to have a first down. Good work down inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings, first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Vikings.
They'll try the left side with Pollard. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a
Pick
gain
up of the 11 yards on that one. First down, Minnesota.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Up the middle they go. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that, but there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. He'll look to throw. Flushed to his left. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
And the Vikings, first down. A 28-yard gain. And the Vikings, first down.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. His ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the
2-yard line. Pick up a
little closer. Here's second and goal. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Jonathan Grenard! He gets it yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one.
It's a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. But there is a flag down into the play. Backed by the quarterback. Let's see. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And out of bounds after a pickup of 3 from the 46. Here's second down and 6.
46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Pass taken in by Harris. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's 2 set down. He picked up the first down.
And the Saints, first down.
Throwing now from the gun. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play.
Intended
and
for
it's second
Juwan
down.
Johnson. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air one more time. That one going nowhere, but a late penalty flag comes in. They may get bailed out here. First and 10. They'll look to throw again. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
Slot man in motion right. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's made right side. It's Johnson.
The third down pass.
He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down. Back to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing
Result
here
of
in
the
the
play
fourth.
is a turnover
They
on
will
down.
turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Pollard. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And this will wind up a Vikings 1st down. As he gets it to about the 34-yard line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Up in the middle, here comes Pollard. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Ground, it's Pollard. The defense uses its 2nd time out here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we get the 2-minute warning as well.
So 2nd down.
Now Pollard, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so a 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete, and it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Here comes a return. That is good coverage by the punt team as they beat him and bring him down. So Chris Olave and the rest of the Saints offense getting ready for their next possession. Here is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
And 10.
That's going to be incomplete, but now a marker comes flying in late, behind the line of scrimmage. Might we get a roughing the passer call here? Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd
down and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Here's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll get this complete. It's poked over the middle. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Brings up 3rd down.
It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really in a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Well, victory well in hand. Still a little bit of time left here, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to end this one. 2nd and 11. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.